My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is January 26, 2025. It is 5:41 a.m. This is the third video. First video was on this channel. I spoke about, I guess, the lawsuit. I don't remember. The second video, I went on PYTE. I spoke about Meghan and the lifestyle show she will have on Netflix and some other things. And then while I was putting some additional tweets on my list, I came across some tweets I need to share with you, so it brings me back here. So let's look at the background. 4,511 subscribers, new subscribers welcome. Estimate revenue $97.33. And oops, copy, I was copying the link. All right, analytics, 3,013 views in the last 48 hours. So let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Even China is reporting on Harry's monumental win. There's the claps. That is our good King Harry. Prince Harry won. Okay. China Daily. Britain's Prince Harry claimed what has been called a monumental victory this week against publishing mogul Rupert Murdoch's tabloid newspapers in the United Kingdom after news group newspapers, or NGN. Yeah, that's what I thought. Another place tweet that I was reading said MGN, and I was like, I thought it was N. Okay, so it's NGN. Pay out substantial damages shortly before a high-profile court case was. This is a screenshot, so I can click on that to read more. Okay, and they have over 4 million followers. Okay, he didn't even win anything stupid. He said, oh God, this is the thing that they're trying to put. They want to tell themselves that, but instead they're showing their ignorance. Okay, or somebody is angry, loving, yell, derangers, tears, so beautiful to witness. All right, let's black this. All right, so let me see if I could. What is that? Trust versus class. Those quite have a way of putting things, but it's true. I don't want to go into that. Let me see if I could find the China Daily. Maybe I will see more of that. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so this is them here. China Daily, they just post this. Foreign media face a trust crisis in China. Okay, so that's something different. That was back 2021. So this is all. So this is the screenshot they took of it. Okay, let me go into it. Maybe I'll read more. Okay, Britain Prince Harry claimed what has been called a monumental victory this week against publishing mogul Rupert Murdoch's tabloid newspapers in the United Kingdom after news group newspapers, or NGN, paid out substantial damages shortly after a high-profile court case was due to start and made an unprecedented public apology for years of intruding into his private life. Okay, so there's more into that. Let me read some of the comments. I'm telling you, the squad are everywhere. Okay, and the best part is that he got an apology for his mother, Princess Diana. What a phenomenal man. There's that. Okay, he did it for his mom, his wife, and kids. That's for sure. That's the apology things here. Okay, China's in the house. They want the squad to follow them after what Trump is doing to the country. Finally, Princess Diana will be proud. Now they need to leave him alone. Okay, pointing to this, leave this here. That's voters. I'll come back to that. This is huge for Diana Spencer. Okay, so this is an ad. Okay, and recollection, there is a saying about love. It is something like this: I am courageous. This is the news. Warrior Prince, what's that? The what told Henry to bring the money home. Simple. All right, so that's an ad. There was something I said I want to go. This one, voters. Okay, I'm done with this, by the way. I went to this. This is just, I've shared this already. You could pause your screen and read it. All right, and then other pictures. Voodoo's. Let's go into that. Leaving this here. Okay, Piers Morgan knew about phone hacking. Alright, I hope the police take this seriously and we see some prosecution. These people think they're above the law. They'll call out everyone but each other. The first step is public pressure. Leveson 2 is needed now more than ever. There's the clap here. I was told about the phone hacking method in January, February 1999 in the land of O'Cake's pub in Manchester by a journalist friend, a protege of Sir Albert Lamb, who was working in the Express building across the road. Alright, catch it. At Piers Morgan, they tag him. Alright, so that's that. Okay, there's a article about it. So let me like it just in case I want to come back to it. But let's focus on my list. Okay, that was extra. I'm telling you, the squad or something, they'll go in the post to add more receipt. Alright, so this one, I think there's more to it. Okay, I spotted it while I was doing another video, and under the tweet where they say discover more, that's how I saw it. Okay, James O'Brien on Prince Harry's unequivocal win against the son Rupert Murdoch. Okay, 1 of 3. So this one is 1 minute. Let's listen.
More than me, where some of the accusations would have been explored in further detail, and of course all of the people who have been persuaded to hate Prince Harry because he married a woman of colour are going to pretend that this is not an unequivocal victory for the Duke of Sussex, but it's an extraordinary moment. Remember, £1 billion or thereabouts already paid out in compensation to people with no admission of criminality, but the understanding of the legal system, or rather the role of the legal system, is pretty clear in a case like this. The case has been settled because everything that can possibly be settled is settled, writes a legal correspondent. In other words, the crucial shift here is not the number of zeros on the compensation payment, it is the fact that newsgroup newspapers have admitted illegality. They've admitted illegal activity, at which point I imagine that the judge says there is no justification for the continuing of this case. Let me see if I can more than me where some of the accusations.
So it's continue. It's playing again. Okay, let's pause this. Everything will be screenshot. Okay. The other side saying, I did it. I'm sorry. His £1 million, James O'Brien. Okay, this one is slightly longer. Is 1 minute and 49 seconds. Screenshot.
They have been lying forever about what went on at newsgroup newspapers, and now the truth is out there. Prince Harry has given up years of his life, and God knows what the mental toll has been, to prove that they were lying, to prove that he had been illegally targeted by Rupert Murdoch's empire. And he has now proved it. Proved it in a particularly satisfying way, because he's proved it by forcing them to admit it, to apologise, and to give him, presumably, millions of pounds. I'm such a weirdo, in a good way, not like Steve. I'm such a weirdo that I can't wait to see how the professional versions of Stephen Guilford try to spin this. I suspect he's given us an early indication. The idea that there was a choice involved, or that there is some sort of capitulation from the other side. So imagine you're in a battle, right? It's you against me. And I push you into a position where you put your hands in the air and say, I'm really, really sorry, I'm completely guilty, here's millions of pounds. There are elements of the UK media, please, I hope not even in this room, but it's not impossible that there will be elements of the UK media tomorrow who will try to pretend that what I've just described to you, the other side saying, I did it, I'm sorry, here's millions of pounds, that is somehow not an unequivocal victory for me. So the person you're up against says, I did it, I'm sorry, here's millions of pounds. And because your hatred of Meghan Markle, or your forelock-tugging approach to the establishment, or, God forbid, your almost erotic fascination with Rupert Murdoch is so complete that you can't even see the wood for these particular trees. Now, if you're on Rupert Murdoch's...
And this is what they're spending it into. They're saying like he didn't win. All right. They, the son, ran a criminal enterprise, James O'Brien. All right. That's 1 minute and 12 seconds.
We ran a clean ship. Now, 10 years later, when she is CEO of the company, they now admit when she was editor of The Sun, they ran a criminal enterprise. also going on to praise the plaintiffs. Today's result has been achieved only through the sheer resilience of Prince Harry and Lord Watson. Again, I can retrospectively reflect on the role that this experience played on the collapse of Tom Watson's marriage, and then he alluded to it, of course, himself in terms and tone that a lot of you are telling me sent shivers down your spine, the goosebumps. A couple of you describing. Think about what it's like to have this sort of enemy coming for you. For the crime of what? In Tom Watson's case, for the crime of actually trying to find out more about the phone hacking. In Prince Harry's case, for the crime.
Meghan.
How old would he have been when it started?
No.
So 1996, if he's 40 now. How old would he have been when it started? So 14. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Wow. Okay, so, my goodness. Okay, when he said, good Lord, and you realize it started even before his mom died. Yeah. Yep. Murdoch and NGN have been doing these crimes for decades and buying their way out of it. But then came Prince Harry. People have died because of their journalists. Recently, a young man that accused Dan Wootton of sexually assaulting him. All right, there's more to that. I think I shared this story on another video about maybe a year or so ago. Maybe 2 years. Great comments, James. Those rotten media newspaper finally admitted they definitely did wrong to Harry and his mothers. They are criminal and the next way possible. All right, let's go to the next one. It's making reference to the lawsuit. PSA, public service announcement, I think that means. Prince Harry won, Murdoch settled. No matter how much it pains you to accept that, it's a fact and it's done. There's that. Daily Fail, you're next. It might sound pedantic, but Harry hasn't settled. News Group has settled. It's a big difference. Harry concedes nothing. News UK engaged in criminal offenses and they admit it, finally. And the thing that I've said about this, Rupert Murdoch are hiring people to lie for him. But when it's time for him to say lie, nope, because he has the money to say he's not going to lie under oath. I'm not going to jail. All right, so this is the thing many people need to understand that. Don't do unethical things for people. Don't do it at all. Okay, Prince Harry, so this is what they wrote here. Prince Harry settled legal claim against Sun publisher. NGN apologizes to royals for phone hacking, surveillance, and misuse of private information by journalists and private investigators. Okay, let me pause this. This video, I've shared it, but for the sake of this video itself, I'll play it again. Okay, the police need to investigate Murdoch criminal empire, find out who they're trying to protect from those emails between the tabloid media and the palaces and of it. Okay, it is what it is. All right, let's see here. That's what they're trying to do, to spin it in a way where people are saying, oh, Harry settled, so we don't need another Leveson inquiry, this kind of thing. But when in fact, it's the other one who admitted they don't want to. Oh my God. I guess Harry should have demanded that they printed big, bold on their tabloid, on their papers as well. Because they didn't do that when Meghan won her case. Well, it's a different story though. But let's listen to this, 1 minute and 44 seconds, and then we'll go to the next tweet.
You can only sue in this country against something that's denied or not admitted. That's the way the law works. If someone admits something, you don't have a cause of action. So once they've admitted what he called for, then it's them settling. It's not Prince Harry. He has conceded nothing. They are paying him damages, and they're paying his legal fees. Now, I'm not at liberty to say what the total cost of that is, but I see the BBC have said that it's an 8-figure sum, upwards of 10 million. Now, it wouldn't surprise me, and I've not seen it denied, but that's not Prince Harry backing down. It's not Prince Harry who's admitted anything. It's News Group newspapers, News UK, saying that the Sun engaged in criminal activity. Let's be clear about that. That's what unlawful activity means. It means blagging of medical records. It means obtaining phone bills. It means, in many cases, phone hacking, listening to voice messages. It means getting financial records. These are all gross intrusions of people's privacy. secret. The key thing
And
is,
there's a
of course,
distinction, sorry to interrupt you, Dr.
Sure.
Harris, there's a distinction,
problem.
isn't there, in the words unlawful and illegal, because illegal refers to something that is expressly...
Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I have 3 more. Okay. Now, the toxic British media mad at Harris for depriving them 8 weeks worth of revenue and clickbait content. That's the laugh here. That is true. Stay mad. That's the B word here. All right. The squad are laughing about it. That's an ad. Okay. I'm glad they settled because I was afraid that this will overshadow the Invictus games. Okay, another fact I just read was he has no reason to go to the UK now for the rest of the year. No photos, no leaks, no information. I love this for them. Okay, that's very interesting. That's good to know as well. All right, that's a different language. Okay, that's a GIF. Their boss losing big amount of money to pay Harry. Their low-life reporters couldn't pay the bills cause Harry too. All right, next tweet. Yeah, they were ready to write their BS. Alright, next tweet. Harry won. I don't need to hear what a bunch of losers have to say about it. Nor do I care. My boy won, period. Yep, he did big time. And he knows it. She definitely won too. You can see that love is the real thing. It's why haters can't stand to see what they've never had and wish for. I love it for them. That's an ad. Let's pause this. Exactly. Thumbs up. 100%. Absolute effing. That's that here. He said, okay, you think whatever. You think whatever. Okay. And Harry donating his settlement to victim of LA fire. I don't know if he said anything like that. My goodness. And he doesn't have to give a dime if he doesn't want to. And it won't mean a damn thing to. And I mean, he was the one who fought these people. And he was the one who's going to lose big time if anything were to happen moving forward. Well, he knew what he had to back up his claim. Okay? So everybody keep on saying he's going to donate. He could do whatever he wants with his money. My goodness. Likewise, not off. Okay, the real winners were the lawyers. Yes and no. Yes and no. Guess what? Harry is the winner as well because none of the money is going to come from his own savings. Okay, he's going to get his money from the Daily Fail or Murdoch's. Okay, and then the Murdoch company is going to pay his lawyer. So he won too. They work for their thing. You think all this research to show where Harry was being in court sometime last year for 5 hours, I heard they were questioning him. Okay, all of those backup of information that Harry had, I'm sure Harry did his homework as well, but the lawyers have to find those information to connect them and show it to Harry. When they question him, he could back them up. So they did their work for the money. Okay, in this case, a Monumental went for Harry and Tom, and I'm sure they are happy to have such good lawyers. For Harry to get a public apology in such detail, and for his mom as well, paying for his lawyer, it's like a gift. Yeah, I agree with that. There's one comment here, probably disputed. The NGN has to pay for their and Harry and Tom attorney fees because they settled with them. I'm so happy for them. Yes, me too. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm telling you, the others want to undermine it. Can this get... Okay, so let's leave that. I was gonna black, but it's an innocent thing, but anybody could say. Next tweet. The way I'm seeing content creators who typically don't talk about anything royal come out and defend not only Harry and Meghan recently, but Harry's major victory against NGN is glorious. I didn't expect it. Okay, I don't follow a lot of people, so I would not know. This is an ad. Okay, they are already claiming that Harry and Meghan are paying those content creators. Shaking my head. Are they? Oh my God. How come I'm not getting paid then? I need to find out where they're getting, where they have to send their inquiries or something. This is Dre. That's one of the Sussex squad. He has a YouTube channel. Yes. Is it YouTube or the thing I usually see is TikTok? I'm not sure. He's somewhere on social media. Okay, yes, they're paying us so much that I had to start a GoFundMe because I'm going through financial hardship. I show you guys the background of my channel. I need to find out where those people, those derangers, are claiming that Harry and Meghan are paying them. I would love to know that too. That's an ad, yes, like brand new faces, but silent when he and his wife face daily barrage of onslaught of abuse. Typical. That's another thing. Typical, they want to identify with the win, but they were all silent for years. Hopefully they continue and not go silent again in the face of such injustice. That's a very good point some of the squad are bringing here. At the end of all of them will realize the lies and false claims fabricated by themselves. Okay, let's see how long it lasts. I know, I saw that. Harry and Meghan spreading that crypto love, like there's the racket here. Okay, so what is this now? Major victory, how? Former news of the World Royal editor Clive Goodman hacked Kate Middleton phone. Okay, I don't care about the others, okay? You want to know more about Kate and the others? Go, what do you call this? Go on the, their fan page. Okay, I totally agree. They're calling him Prince Harry the Lionheart. Lawyer explains the case. Okay. All right, so this is extra. Let me add this to the list. I'm telling you, I be coming across some crazy stuff. Well, good stuff though. It's 6 minutes and 1 second. I totally agree. So let me add this to the list. And then I have one more after that. Okay, I was going to go to my last one, but this one caught my attention and it's 6 minutes long. So might as well be by itself. Okay, so let's listen. Prince Harry won. Prince Harry versus NGN. Maybe she is a lawyer and explain it. I don't know. I just spotted as I'm recording. Alright, so it's that. Can I go into it? Okay, let's pause again. Are there any more? Okay. Okay, so there's some responses. Let's listen.
Right. For all those who still don't understand what's going on here and are still saying, he said he was going to fight it to the end. Why not have his day in court then? Well, it's very simple, and I'm going to keep it simple because we like simple, and we especially like to keep it simple for all the cheap seats in the back.
Cheap seat in the back. I would love for her to identify herself. Well, people who follow her might probably already know who she is. If she was a lawyer, I would love to know, you know, her identify herself as that. I'm just saying, okay? I don't know who she is. I literally just spotted her, okay?
How it works is, if you take somebody to court and the person you've taken to court has a look at what you're accusing them of doing and what evidence you have to accuse them of what you say they've done to you. And right before trial, they think, do you know what? Yes, we have done these things and it's not looking good for us. We're probably going to lose. The best thing we can do here is to admit to what we've done and to apologize on the terms that the person wants us to apologize, and to then offer to pay damages. Okay,
let me pause for a second. The other thing as well, I think they were trying to play to see if they could get the judge in a certain way. And one of those articles that I've already read, edit, and upload on my YouTube channel, I think this channel, APTS Sussex. In one of those articles, I read that the NGN lawyers wanted to speak with the judge privately in his chambers. Usually when that happened, I'm sure the other lawyers, the opposite lawyer, will have to be there to see what's going on, to hear what's going on. But the judge didn't even allow it. So they were trying to, I guess, ease themselves or to play a side of the judge to see which way he will go. When they realized the judge is not playing, they could buy themselves out of this. So when they realize Harry has the good, and then they're gonna lose and they can't fool the judge, So they had to settle. Because that same lawyer Harry has, Johnny Depp had him as well. They went in court regarding the Amber Heard thing. I follow it. You could go on PYTE, where I talk about some of the things that was being talked in court. Okay? In my view, I felt like Johnny Depp proved his case despite the ex-wife Amber Heard stumble with the lies during deposition about the TMZ part.
I had or was about to file, or I had already filed for divorce. I wanted him to know verbally. So I was trying to reach him through a third party to tell him. When I say reach, I'm specifically saying I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry, from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
You slipped up there, didn't you, Miss Heard? You let it slip out that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
TMZ is the same outlet that you released the video of Mr. Depp attacking the kitchen cabinets the day before this deposition was taken, wasn't it?
I didn't do that. I don't
TMZ
know how
owns
to do
the
that.
And for that judge to still give NGN the win, I was like, whenever Harry and Meghan is filing something, I'm always afraid of that. If you look at my past videos, when Meghan, during her privacy case, I was afraid for her because of that. Many of the squad say, oh, you need to we need to trust the system or the Lord. Yes, but human being act certain way because I've seen it. I saw the unethical thing that happened. I mean, in front of everybody. They still did that thing. That judge allowed it. And then on top of it, he prevented Johnny Depp from appealing the judgment. This play out to everybody in full daylight. And then when Johnny Depp sues the wife in the U.S., oh my God, the amount of money Johnny Depp must have spent for both lawsuits. It's unbelievable to prove his case. He was not a wife beater. This is why I was afraid for Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan during her privacy thing. When I first look into that, I'm shifting a little bit. When I first look into that about Meghan's case, and I saw that the person who wrote the letter is the copyright owner. And then other things start happening, and then I look at other royals who have sued for similar thing. That sort of cushion my belief that she will win, but still, you have that little voice after you saw what just happened right in front of the world. For the judge to allow to Johnny Depp to lose that case, I was afraid for Meghan. But anyway, let's go back to this. I'm gonna move it back, okay? Because I went for a little while.
On the terms that the person wants us to apologize and to then offer to pay damages. Okay, so hush money and damages are two totally different things. Okay, hush money normally comes with a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, saying we are paying you to shut up. We never want you to ever mention this again. Take the money and run off into the sunset and never talk of this again.
Okay, so that was William. That's what William did. And then there's a possibility as well, now that she's saying that, okay, where William went in front of national television to disregard what Princess Diana said of the BBC interview with Martin Bashir. Maybe that could be another part of the non-disclosure agreement that they did, and he went and took it upon himself to, tell his mom he's paranoid. I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Damages is we are paying this money to protect ourselves from being exposed. We are paying so that we will not get exposed of the things that you're accusing us of having done to you, and we don't want to expose our sources and our executives, and we just don't want anything we've done to play out in court. Okay? So instead of wondering why the court case didn't proceed, Harry wanted to go to court. He's like, let's go, okay? They're the ones who are like, no, let's not go, please let's not go, okay? And I don't know for sure, but I'd like to believe that, in my own opinion, that goat over there, who is David Sherborne, okay, the barrister, the lawyer, wouldn't have, as part of the settlement, got Harry to sign an NDA, because they were ready to go. They were ready to go to court. So the difference is, really and truly, the hush money is to keep someone quiet, and the damages is for you to protect yourself. Now, if you're still not getting it, I will always refer you back to the book. Read the book. It's in the book. Some of us who read this book as soon as it came out, we saw the blueprints of all that's going on, and we have no questions because it's in the book. Read the book, okay? What you now need to be asking yourself, if you still have questions to ask, is who then are they protecting? Who could it possibly be that they didn't want exposed in all of this? Who is it? Who are these sources? Who are all these paper trails and emails linked to? Now, those are the questions you need to ask. I already know the answers because it's in the book. And guess what? Harry has never been sued about this
That's
book.
right.
Never been sued.
That's right.
So if you want answers, read the book. And that's the funny thing about
That is a very good point that she brought up. Harry have never been sued about his memoir, his book, Spare. You hear all sort of things, but no one call him to court. Okay? She is 1000% right on that. You hear about this other woman who come out about the pub thing, behind the pub incident. Harry mentioned it in the book, but he didn't name any names. So any woman could come out and say whatever. But let's continue.
our truth, hey, is that it somehow always has a way of working itself up to the surface, okay? So it's very simple. It's very, very simple. Read the book. It's in the book. And you can forget about all this now because this one's done and dusted.
Yeah.
The way forward here, if there is going to be a way forward, is that it's up to the Crown Prosecution Service and the police to see if there is a criminal case to be tried and for them to pursue it. But other than that, we're done here. And I'll say it again. Well done, Prince Harry. I absolutely love this for you.
That's right. That was a very, very nice one to come across. Okay, this is a brilliant explanation. We can see why that slumlord Wonka accepted his hush secret settlement, agreeing to shut up and turn a blind eye, all while serving his brothers up. All right, so that's that. All right, let me go to my last tweet, and that will be it for tonight or today. I should retweet that for somebody. All right. There's that. There's no caption. She just retweeted that. Can anyone name one good thing that King Charles has ever done? Just one. Okay, now I see why. Prince Harry, that's the only thing he helped produce. With the help of Princess Diana, nothing comes to mind. Okay, produce the sperm to give us Harry. But after that, it was all down to Princess Diana. That's right. And her guiding heart and love. Okay, or sis, we credit Diana for Harry. All right, let's pause this. I'm telling you, describe as something. That person has been a disaster all of his life. I mean, he groomed the loveliest pure girl to produce heirs while he and his vulture made a mockery of her. Poor Diana fell in love with a frog. God help her. They caused her death and her brat of a son licked their backside. Okay, this one is for Diana. That's for sure. Okay, no credit to Charles on this one. Diana raised Harry and then he had to raise himself after she passed. That's why from past videos I've always seen Harry as this little boy in the palace. You know, everybody's moving, he's standing still and everybody's moving quick around him. I always see that image of him. Okay, if it wasn't for Diana, I fear to think how Harry would have turned out. Diana procreate this one on her own. Stop giving Charles credit he doesn't deserve. Okay, but all the credit goes to Diana. There's the laugh here. Good thing Diana helped him. Only good thing Charles did was produce sperm to give us Prince Harry. He helped to create Harry. Okay, not sure if Charles had anything to do with Harry. So different the two of them. There's that fire. There's this. Harry, he messed up what could have been great with Princess Diana. Sperm donor, no, there's that. Okay, that's it. No, probably a nice enough guy, but at the end of the day, Harry is just another. Alright, so there they are here. Less black. Alright, we see for ourselves, hiding out Scotland away. That cesspool called London. Okay, fathered Prince Harry. Alright, that is it. Alright, so let's do a prayer. This is the last prayer that I did on my last two videos. I searched for prayer for let the blind see. And the last one I read was this. Let's pick another one from that. Alright, let's do this one. Almighty God, help me to focus my eyes and mind on what truly matters. Clear away distraction and let me see with purpose and clarity. Amen. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. Now I need to edit. The last two videos that I did today, like this one for instance, come after, you know, some extra discovery while I was reading some tweets. Alright, they were not on my list at the beginning. This is what I had originally, just this, and this is gonna turn into two videos, and then through that I find this, and then I find these. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.